Hey everybody, welcome to the Sanctus Forum. I'm Michael Stewart Robb, better known as Mike, and this is the book that I read when I was 21 years old. Well, actually, this is the book that I read when I was 21 years old. And it's very interesting to think about who the people were, who the voices were when we were young people like that. And for this particular author, Dallas Willard, has written The Divine Conspiracy, he actually didn't leave us in doubt about that. Well, he told us the names. He didn't tell us why they were important to him. But at the very beginning, the dedication page, he has here a list of 5 people. R. Brown, Joe Henry Hankins, John R. Rice, Lee Roberson, and J.I. Willard, and then has a little quote from the Bible that he doesn't say is from the Bible. In those days, there were giants in the land. And it's interesting because this book here, I read when I was 21, and Dallas Willard actually came to the school where I was and spoke about, well, I could say more or less the contents of this book. And that's in a sense what I want to do in this video, is give you an idea of what you can expect out of a book like this. Not out of a book like this, but out of this book in particular. So what this book is a book about Jesus. It's a book about his philosophy. Actually, Dallas has another book called The Spirit of the Disciplines, and that he describes as a book about Jesus's practices, whereas this is then a companion to that, and is supposedly about Jesus's beliefs. Now, Dallas was a philosopher in his life, and he really looked up to Jesus as somebody who understood the world and understood what was happening, and that's really the role of philosophy traditionally. May not be what's happening in philosophy classrooms now, but it is the traditional role of philosophy, and it's just something that's basic to human life. We just need people to teach us how things are. Snails don't need that, but we, human beings, do tend to need that. And it's interesting to think about who was there in our early life. Dallas has 5 people that he mentions. So these are the people that were there who really helped him navigate his 20s. It's interesting that these people, if you probably don't know who they are, J.I. Willard is Dallas's older brother. I don't know how, like 8, 10, 11 years older than him. The others are people that he met at his college that he was going to at the time. Lee Roberson was the president of the college. John R. Rice was kind of a famous speaker back in that time, came many times to teach at the college. Joe Henry Hankins also came to teach. And R. Brown was a radio host, preacher sort of person. Clearly, he's come to a point in his life where he can talk about those early influences as giants, as people that he really, at that time, wanted to live up to, and perhaps still wanted to live up to. One of those people here is R. Brown, a person who prayed for Dallas and was able to pray in a way that Dallas had let's just say a mystical experience, a rather deep physical, mental, psychic experience. Psychical is really what I want to say. Things like that where he realized, wow, people can pray for other people in such a way that it impacts them in a way that changes their life. Dallas Willard was one of those people who was there for me in my early life. Like I said, I read this book when I was 21, and then the next 10 years were certainly this was huge, this book, and I just don't know where I would have gone if I hadn't had this book with me. And for that reason, I would really encourage you to read this book as early as possible, preferably in your 20s. Dallas Willard, he spoke to college students, to university students as a profession. So think of this as having that really good college professor talk to you. In this case, to talk to you about Jesus and to tell you about what he's up to. Now, I'm sorry, I'm still kind of just clearing my throat, getting ready to do this series on this book, and we'll have a video, hopefully, for each section. So each headline or heading here, headings are probably the better word, will get a video in and of itself. Please read ahead. Don't wait for me to read the next section. In fact, just keep on going if you've got some momentum, and then come on back and check out these videos. I hope this is helpful for you, and if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, then like it, subscribe to our channel, and even better than that, go over to Sanctus.Institute. Sanctus Institute is our nonprofit in Europe, and sign up for our almost monthly newsletter, which come out, when I have time to write them. And then you can find out about all these videos and other sorts of things that the Sanctus Institute is doing. So until next time.